On March 19, 1999, 22-year-old Cynthia Vigil was working in a parking lot in Albuquerque, New Mexico, when she was approached by a man posing as an undercover cop. Claiming she was under arrest for solicitation, the man, David Parker Ray, took her to his soundproof trailer, which he called his toy box. Inside the trailer, Ray chained Vigil to a table. Over the next 3 days, Vigil was raped and tortured by Ray and his girlfriend, Cindy Hendy. They used whips, medical and sexual instruments, and electric shocks. Before beginning the torture, Ray played a cassette tape detailing what Vigil would endure, instructing her to refer to him as master and Hendy as mistress. On the 3rd day, while Ray was at work, Hendy accidentally left the keys to Vigil's restraints within reach. Vigil seized the opportunity, freed herself, and stabbed Hendy with an ice pick. She escaped the trailer, still wearing a slave collar and chains, and sought help from a nearby mobile home. The homeowner called the police, leading to the arrest of Ray and Hendy and the uncovering of their horrific crimes. David Parker Ray was born in Belen, New Mexico, in 1939. Raised primarily by his grandfather and subjected to abuse by his father, Ray struggled with shyness around girls and turned to alcohol and drugs. After serving in the U.S. Army and receiving an honorable discharge, Ray worked as a mechanic. His crime spree likely began in the mid-1950s, but it only came to light after Vigil's escape. Police found Ray's toy box filled with torture devices, including a gynecologist-type table, whips, chains, clamps, surgical blades, and saws. A 1996 videotape showed a woman being tortured by Ray and Hendy. Another victim, Angelica Montano, came forward with a similar story of being drugged, raped, and tortured by Ray. Ray often drugged his victims to prevent them from remembering their ordeal. Cynthia Vigil and Angelica Montano's testimonies, along with evidence from Hendy, helped build the case against Ray. His accomplices included his daughter, Glenda Jessie Ray, and his friend, Dennis Roy Yancey, who admitted to participating in the murder of Marie Parker. One of Ray's surviving victims, Kelly Garrett, was identified from the 1996 videotape. Drugged by Jessie Ray, Garrett was tortured by Ray for 2 days before being left for dead. She survived but struggled to recall the events due to the drugs. David Parker Ray's crime spree spanned from the mid-1950s to the late 1990s. Despite strong evidence, including diaries detailing murders and numerous personal effects of victims, authorities could not confirm the exact number of his victims. Ray was sentenced to 224 years in prison but died of a heart attack in 2002. His accomplices, Cindy Hendy and Jessie Ray, received prison sentences but have since been released. Authorities continue to investigate Ray's suspected murders, hoping to uncover the full extent of his crimes.